Noong nag-exit ka, ikaw ba yung unang nag-exit sa family ninyo or sabay-sabay kayo?
Ako po una. Kasi nung, aside from yung mga duda, kasi at the time actually naghahanap pa nga ako ng, I was looking for a reason to stay. Kasi nga, for the longest time, I believe that this is the true church, ito yung samahan, ganito, ganyan. Kahit, so talagang ginagaslight ko yung sarili ko na, no, there should be some explanation for this, ganito, ganyan. Then, nasamahan na rin yung may mga evidence ng Area 52, nung may mga money laundering, mga ganito, ganyan. Tapos yung parinig ni DSR na wala naman kaming nagsesell ng alcohol dito sa KDR sa pero hindi naman yung pinapag-usapan dun sa Brazil, di ba? At grabe yung mga tao mag-deny na there's no Area 52, Bro, are you delusional? Like, I've seen you there. There's like may mga yung kalakihan ko, yung other KNC na yung one of the first KNCs na nandito, yung sa royal family. Nakita ko siya nandi-DJ doon, may video at may picture na sa
privado.
So wag mo sabihin sa akin it doesn't exist. Bro, like don't even tell me it's AI because AI is not smart enough to create people. But especially back in the day nung 53rd, 52nd anniversary ni EFS, AI has only started to become good now, and that was a good like 10 plus years ago. So don't tell me that it's AI. It's not AI. And I know the person there. I grew up with that person there. So don't gaslight me into saying it's not real. And then on top of that, ang dami-daming mga evidence na to say na ito yung nangyayari na like paperwork na ito yung mga shares nila, ito yung mga property nila. Tapos may mga eyewitness testimony pa. Like don't, like I think, no offense, but you're either delusional or you're stupid to not believe these things. And after that, tinanggal na lang sila EG at sila Dad sa group chat. Hindi kami nagpaalam or anything. Hindi sila nagpaalam or anything like that. Na kasi alam ko may mga ibang kapatid nagpapaalam pa nagle-letter pa
Yes.
Diba? Hindi kami basta exit lang ako nung June kasi nabwisit ako kasi nga nung na yon, when I flew back to the UK, I had not even reached the borders of the UK yet, and yung DS tinatawagan na ako to ask about my engagement ring kasi nung minessage niya ako nung una,
Randy Mangiliman?
hindi ako nag-reply. Kasi nga syempre I don't want to ruin my mood. So I didn't reply to him. But then when I flew back to the UK, I literally just landed in the UK. I have not even gone through border control yet. And he's calling me. And I'm thinking, bro, this is so invasive. What's going on? Like, it's like parang nasi-stress na ako. Nilalabas ko yung passport ko, tapos bigla-bigla may tumatawag sa akin. So instead of na maging, alam mo, this verse, I really don't mind this verse kasi it does say dress modestly, pero yung it came to me so harmful because instead of it empowering women, it's used to control us and to
instill fear
and to manipulate us. Yes, and instill fear. Every time I go to church na tinitingnan pa ni Daddy kung anong sinusuot ko kasi baka nga mapagalitan ulit kami. Kasi nga target nga kami So every time I would go out, he would always monitor what I'm wearing. He'd always double check what I'm wearing to the point na I looked so stupid. I looked ridiculous. Like naka-trousers na ako, naka-slacks na nga tapos nakapalda pa ako. That's how bad it got. Tapos same with ang tawag dito? Same with makeup. Nung may edad-edad na po ako, syempre nakaka-pimples na ako. And gusto ko makover yung mga imperfections ko. So nagme-makeup ako. May mga kapatid naman, especially na mga babae na judgmental lang mga, oh my gosh. Sa halip na sabihan lang ako, oh sis, medyong makapal po yung makeup mo. Oh sis, medyong maganito, maganyan. Sa halip na instead of just instead of guiding me, instead of letting me know that something is wrong with my appearance, instead of just telling me straight up, they would gossip about me behind my back to other people. Yung isa nga isang Exeter nga they were telling me na, oh, did you know that there's this kapatid, whenever they would see you wear makeup, they'd always talk to me about it and say, tingnan mo naman si Ina, ang kapal-kapal ang makeup niya. And I'm just thinking, grabe ka naman sis, adult ka na, tapos bata pa ako, ginajudge mo ko sa makeup ko.
Siguro sis, kung ako yung kasama nila, at saka nakasama mo, ang gagawin ko, ano tayo ngayon? Foundation day ba ngayon?
pero bro, sa tingin ko hindi naman makapal yung makeup ko kasi kino-cover ko lang naman talaga yung spots ko, foundation talaga. Hindi nga ako nagba-blush so parang itsura ko corpse talaga yung itsura ko kasi nga ang pain ko.
Kasi to be honest, hindi kasi alam ng halos karamihan ng mga kapatid kung ano yung buhay ng royal family. Ang royal family, nagme-makeup sila. Ang royal family po, nagpilates nga. Pwede ka bang, are you familiar with Pilates?
Opo.
Yung si Lengleng, nagpipilates yun. Sinamahan ko yung pamangkin, yung royal family. Sa tapat mismo ng GMA 7, dyan sa may Kamuning. Doon yung pilates nila. Kasabay nga doon siya, yung artista na yun, si Salvador ba? Or si... Nakalimutan ko Basta yung artista, mas maganda pa yung assistant niya. Well, going back hindi ka pwedeng magpilates ng nakapalda. So, anong suit mo pag nakapilates? Di ba yung skin,
yung leggings po or shorts or something para hindi siya makawit sa mga machine or sa mga sa mga steps.
Yes. Oh, may kung itong mga worker na to ang makakakita, pwede lang pagsabihan yung royal family. Pwede ba pagsabihan si Queen Cleopatra na si Lengleng? Noong nag-exit ka, ikaw ba yung unang nag-exit sa family ninyo or sabay-sabay kayo?
Ako po una. Kasi aside from yung mga duda, kasi at the time actually naghahanap pa nga ako I was looking for a reason to stay. Kasi nga for the longest time, I believe that this is the true church, ito yung samahan, ganito, ganyan. So talagang ginagaslight ko yung sarili ko na no, there should be some explanation for this, ganito, ganyan. Then, nasamahan na rin yung mga evidence ng Area 52, nung may mga money laundering, mga ganito, ganyan. Tapos yung parinig ni DSR na wala naman kaming nagsesell ng alcohol dito sa KDR pero hindi naman yung pinapag-usapan dun sa Brazil, di ba? At grabe yung mga tao mag-deny na there's no Area 52, Bro, are you delusional? Like, I've seen you there. There's may mga yung kalakihan ko, yung other KNC na yung one of the first KNCs na nandito, yung sa royal family. Nakita ko siya nandi-DJ doon, may video at may picture na sa
privado.
So wag mo sabihin sa akin it doesn't exist. Bro, don't even tell me it's AI because AI is not smart enough to create people. But especially back in the day nung 53rd, 52nd anniversary ni EFS, AI has only started to become good now and that was a good 10 plus years ago. So don't tell me that it's AI. It's not AI. And I know the person there. I grew up with that person there. So don't gaslight me into saying it's not real. And then on top of that, ang dami-daming mga evidence na to say na ito yung nangyayari na paperwork na ito yung mga shares nila, ito yung mga property nila. Tapos may mga eyewitness testimony pa. I think, no offense, but you're either delusional or you're stupid to not believe these things. So anyway, yung pag-exit ko, yung nangyari doon, last year of May, I got engaged. So, yung boyfriend ko, my now fiancé, nag-propose siya nung nag-propose siya, binigyan niya ako ng singsing. Pinost ko yung singsing ko, yung as in, yung parang, ganito lang, kamay lang ang nakita ha, kamay lang na parang ganito, yung ganun lang. So, 3 days after that, nag-text sa akin yung DSR. Walang hi, hello, parang yung text lang niya, Sis Ina, ikaw ba to? And I'm thinking, oh, napaka-invasive naman to, bro. Like, I just got engaged, like literally 3 days ago. I'm still so happy and I'm still on my parang honeymoon high na kaka-engage ko lang sa long-term boyfriend ko. And then you're gonna message me about me wearing a ring. Like, bro, what do you think? What do you think happened? Like, what do you think this ring signifies? Like, come on. Like especially at that time, parang I felt so insulted na, like, alam mo, laki akong KNC. At the time, I think I was 7 years nasa iglesia. So, like, wala ka bang tiwala sa akin na hindi ako lalabag sa utos? Yung parang ganun, yun yung feeling ko. Or also, yung parang like, alam naman ng mga kapatid na, kasi dinadala ko yung boyfriend ko dinadala ko siya sa lokal. So, alam naman nila na hindi siya kaanib. So, syempre, kapag magpro-propose siya, may sing-sing. Diba? Actually, kaya ako nabwisit doon, kasi may mga kapatid, na parehas silang kapatid, babae at lalaki, nagpro-propose, may sing-sing. And there's not even any, and no one says anything about it. There was one nga royal family nag-holiday sila, mag-boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. Syempre, yung mother ko na-offend nun. Kasi like parang it's like, alam mo, hindi tama yan kasi yung anak kong babae, yung anak kong babae, dalaga. Nakikita niya yung mga ate kuya niya nag-holiday, hindi sila kasal. Anong sasabihin mo sa akin? They're in separate rooms, they're anito, ganyan. We're not stupid, we're all adults. We all know what happens in a dark room with a man and a woman.
Lang kita, masabat lang kita. Kasi ang ganda nung punto na sinasabi mo. We're all adults here. We all know what is happening in a dark room between a two-person. Ang being male. Alam mo ba, Sister Estina, Loretta, yung mga anak ng royal family, biro mo, nakatira sila magkasama umaga't gabi.
I heard about this. I was thinking, ano ba yan? Grabe, napaka yan. Hypocritical.
Sabi nga
hypocritical.
Kasama naming workers, sa tanda kong ito, ako pa yung lolokohin nila. Alam nga namang nagkukutuhan sila doon. Siyempre, tao yan na mayroong nararamdaman. Pagka nakaamoy ng amoy palmolive,
Sabi palmolive pala yung secret dyan.
Diba?
Oh my gosh.
Noon pa, palmolive, noon pa yun Pagka nakaamoy ka ng palmolive, kaya yung palmolive na yan talagang hindi po tayo hindi po tayo ng palmolive.
Not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by Palmolive, pero talagang naging alamat ang Palmolive. Pagka naamoy mo yung buhok ng babae na humampas sa'yo tapos amoy Palmolive, titigasan ka ng tatayo balahibo Hindi, mali ako ng word.
Kuya naman. Grabe.
Biruin mo. Ikaw, Sita, sabi mo nga, you are in your cloud 9. Noong nag-propose yung yung fiancé mo. Pero mo, pinost mo lang kamay mo lang.
Kamay lang po, as in kamay lang po. Nasa akin pa yung story.
Yes. Ay, alam mo ba, meron akong mga kilala. Como ito, malakas mag-abuloy. At saka nauutangan ng mga manggagawa personal. Kumakanta, nakahikaw, nakakwintas, nakaburloloy.
Really?
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I didn't know about that.
Yes.
Grabe siya. Pero nung event na yon, nung na-engage ako, talaga nabwisit ako noon Kasi at the time, nakikita din ako mga ibang tao na engage sila. May sing-sing din. they never they never got into trouble. Well, I'm assuming, siguro I'm being presumptive, but I'm assuming they never got into trouble because their post of their ring and proposal is still there on their feed. So if I'm assuming if they got into trouble, they would have been told to take it down, right? Because because it's misrepresenting the teachings of the church. So I don't think they got into trouble. And may isa pa nga, may nakita ako, magkapatid na naman, parehas sila, nag-propose, may sing-sing ulit. Sabi ko, alam mo, guys, parang double standard to eh. Kasi alam ko yung lalaki na to, yung kapatid niya, manggagawa eh. So siguro royal family din, pero tiga ibang bansa siya eh. So I'm not too sure what's happening over there. Pero nakikita ko kasi, pero alam ko yung kapatid niya, worker. Kasi nakita ko din siya sa sa isang picture dun sa Area 52. At nakikita ko yung mga feeds ng kasi follow ko din yung kapatid niya eh. Parehas sila.
Yes.
So I'm just thinking, it's like, grabe tong double standard to ha. So sila, nakikipag-propose with a ring, they can get married and wear a wedding ring. But when and they're both kapatid, but when it's me, it's parang like I get into trouble. I got suspended actually. Well, they tried to suspend me.
Yan.
But I left before that.
Yung ano bang tawag dyan sa ring na yan? Proposal ring or ano ba?
Engagement ring.
Yun, engagement ring. Nananampal sa laki.
Opo. Hindi naman ako bumili nito. Hindi naman ako bumili nito. Yung boyfriend kong bumili na to.
Correct.
And on top of that, like, come on, pwede ba common sense? Like, hindi nga kaanib yung boyfriend ko. So, syempre, kapag magpro-propose yun, missing yun. Kayo, parehas kayong kapatid, lalaki at babae, parehas kayong kapatid, tapos bumili ka pa rin ng sing-sing. Why? Then, tinutugtugo na lang yung, you're just gonna lead yourself into temptation because you're gonna be tempted to wear it because you have it. Sana inaburo nyo na lang yun. Kasi, diba, like sana, instead of just buying your fiancé a ring, just iabulay nyo na lang para makatulong sa sa gawain, diba? That for me, if I were still in that cult, that's what my thinking would be. Instead of you buying me a ring, iabulin mo na lang. What am I gonna do with the ring? I'm not even gonna wear it. Diba? Kasi nga yun yung turo nila, mga babae hindi pwede mag-jewelry. Oh.
Nung nag-exit ka, si Sistina, syempre, marami kang maririnig ngayon na maimpyerno ka na, ganito.
Oh, so many.
How have you coped with it? Or nalagpasan?
Wala, like, fortunately for me, I'm a very secure person. I know that I'm not a bad person. I know that, basta, like, I just feel happy that I left. I don't feel na when people are shunning me or getting rude to me, wala, parang, may inis, pero I don't
mind?
I don't take it to heart because at the end of the day, look at you and look at where you are and look at where I am. Parang, kasi bro, like, I'm not that nagmamalaki ako or anything like that. But since I left, grabe, nag-take off talaga yung buhay ko. You know? Like,
by take off, can you...
So many things has happened. Kasi, I recently qualified into being a nurse practitioner. Kasi so, ayun, nung nag-exit ako, ganun, naging nurse, kami sa nurse practitioner. Yung bahay namin naasikaso, like na-approve yung mga gusto namin sa bahay. Yung basta like so many things is just going well for me. And I just think it's funny na at yung syempre yung fiancé ko, yung I'm waiting for the proposal, one of the biggest things that I'm waiting for in my life na nabigay sa akin. So parang I just feel happy na, oh well, I feel I don't need you to, like, basta. And then I just think it's funny when the MCGI defenders say na, oh, pinapayaman kasi ng demonyo yan, pinapaganito kasi ng, it's like, okay, but you know, biblically it says all good things come from God, okay?
Exactly.
So my promotion apparently is, so me getting a house is apparently a bad thing, me getting engaged is apparently a bad thing. So I think, okay then, like all I can say is all right. Copium, I guess. Alam mo po kasi yung slang na copium, yung ano, that's my favorite word right now. Kasi it's combining cope, as in you learn cope, and then opium, as in yung medication to use to like relieve your pain. They need that. They need to tell themselves that that the devil is blessing me so that they can justify being bitter towards me. And I just think it just makes it worse for them because they're so wrong and they're judging me, and that's so wrong. Yun ang sabi, God said not to judge, and they're judging me based on the limited information that they can see. Kasi kung nakita mo, Brad, hindi naman kasi ako masyadong ma-active sa Facebook eh.
Yes.
Konti-konti lang ako ng pa-dot lang ako mag-post. Hindi ako masyadong active.
Yes.
So it's just funny to see these people assume things about me when they don't know me. Especially yung mga strangers. Like halimbawa, nag-comment lang ako nung isang beses sa post ng Pause and Ponder. Yung yung post na yung mga umaalis daw sa iglesia, mga bitter, mga ganun. Oo. Sinabi ko, nag-comment ako, syempre joke lang to, grabe. Nag-comment ako, we're not bitter, we're better. Yung parang ganun.
Yes.
Yung joke lang. Grabe, ang daming na-trigger ng mga kapatid doon, especially yung mga lalaki. The only thing that they can point out to me is how immodest I am, at sinasabi nila na umalis kasi ako sa iglesia kasi ayaw ko na sumunod sa 1 Timothy 2:9. Mga ganun-ganun. I'm like, bro, napaka-presumptive nyo. You're so judgmental. You don't even know me, and then you're already coming up with fake reasons as to why I've left. It's like, bro, like, whatever. Whatever you need to sleep at night.
Yes. Iiwan mo naman yung family mo. When did they exited?
So officially, my parents, well, my mom and my sister left at siguro mga August. Sila daddy kasi, my family originally, they wanted na mag-drift away na lang kami, na we're just ending, we're just gonna stop abuloy, we're just magde-drift lang. Kaso kasi, nung nag-graduate ng kapatid ko ng medicine, nag-party kami. Kasi ang daming tao, they're asking na, oh, so kailan po yung graduation ni Doc EG? Siyempre, you need to have a party, you need to invite us, ganito, ganyan. So, napo-obliga kami na, nagpathrow ng party. Kasi there's so many people that helped us and helped my brother's journey into becoming a doctor. So, parang it's a way of saying thank you. Na, thank you for helping us, thank you for helping my brother. So, nag-throw kami ng party, at syempre, iba na yung gayak namin nun. And after that, tinanggal na lang sila EG at sila dad sa group chat. Hindi kami nagpaalam or anything, hindi sila nagpaalam or anything like that. Na, kasi alam ko may mga ibang kapatid nagpapaalam pa nagle-letter pa
Yes.
Diba? Hindi, kami basta exit lang. Ako nung June kasi nabwisit ako. Kasi nga, nung na yon, when I flew back to the UK, I had not even reached the borders of the UK yet, and yung DS tinatawagan na ako to ask about my engagement ring. Kasi nung minessage niya ako nung una,
Randy Mangiliman?
hindi ako nag-reply. Hindi ako nag-reply kasi nga syempre I don't want to ruin my mood. So I didn't reply to him. But then when I flew back to the UK, I literally just landed in the UK. I have not even gone through border control yet. And he's calling me. And I'm thinking, bro, this is so invasive. What's going on? Like, it's like parang nasa-stress na ako. Nilalabas ko yung passport ko, tapos bigla-bigla may tumatawag sa akin.